Happening, it's your boy Melagenic, and we're out here at the Gables Happy Valley, and we're hanging out with Gigi Lamayne, one of the hottest MCs in the Republic of Southern Africa. She's currently in the Kingdom of Eswatini. She was attending an event yesterday, which was the MTN Bushfire FireFly. So we'll be hanging out with her on the Showcase podcast, and we'll get to know her, and maybe you at home will also get to know something interesting about her. I'm not alone. I'm out here with the boy.
Hello. Supreme M, guys.
Oh, she
Doesn't need any
that.
introduction. You already know who it is.
Yeah. Maybe if we would give you this opportunity to actually reintroduce yourself.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your girl Gigi Lamayne, aka Inkwazazane Zekazi, out here in the Kingdom of Eswatini. Super excited, chilling with my boys, Mellow and Supreme M, and it's about to be a vibe. Tune in.
One time, one question that I really want to ask you. How did you get the name Gigi Lamayne?
Yeah.
So my name is Genesis Gabriella Tina Manny.
Okay.
Basically took the G from the Genesis and G from the Gabriella. Gigi, Gabriella,
Okay.
my surname Manny. So Gigi Lamayne is basically a mix of all my names combined. Not a very creative, you know. My friend is in the background. I can't concentrate.
I thought it was going to be one of those stories whereby you tell us that maybe one of the OGs in the game, gave me the name and
like
everything
it was like
that.
passed down.
Not that deep, not that deep. And I'm so grateful it wasn't like that, because then I would feel like I needed somebody to validate who I am. And I think it even boils down as an artist, whoever you are, wherever you are. It's so important for you to name yourself. Don't ever allow anyone to give you that name, because if your relationship with that person is ever jeopardized, you think back to that moment. So I created that name. I created that brand. Is me, and I'm actually really grateful. I never thought of it like that. Like, I own my name. I created that, and nobody can take that away from me. I don't have to sit there and be like, oh, I'm mad at whoever, and he gave me the name Gigi. So yeah, I actually never thought of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us. Okay.
Would you say that Gigi Lamayne is your alter ego?
Gigi Lamayne is not my alter ego. Lola Mendoza is. Lola Mendoza, you know?
Hey.
Tell us more about Lola.
Lola Mendoza, she looked for the mafia, dangerous man. She want to marry.
Okay.
She very responsibility for the life of hers. She have a cool friend of mine sit there in back. She understand, lifestyle of this. She like nice things. She like guns.
Oh.
She like danger. She like men. Not the afraid, for use power and aggressive, not sure. But she like men for this strong, scary, and men for this respecter, because she more dangerous. She take out the knife in kitchen, you make her stupid. So that's Lola Mendoza.
Oh wow, that is interesting. So how were you actually discovered?
I was discovered at a talent search. I entered a competition. Funny enough, it was almost like the Bushfire FireFly.
Okay.
The right people were in the right crowd. There were thousands of us who entered. We went down up to the top 3. Crazy, because there was another female hip hop artist who was equally as amazing. Not sure where she is now, but she was the biggest competition, and there was a guy there on the night. And yeah, we performed. Funny enough, still with the dancers that I was with, and this was years ago. And we won the competition, and part of the competition was, getting signed to a certain management company. Yeah. I left, I went to Miami, I came back, and I had one of the biggest songs in the country, which was Ice Cream featuring Kulichana. So the come up and the discovery is a bit of a blur, because I feel like everyone kind of wants to say that they discovered me, but discovery is a very deep thing. Discovery is putting effort behind pushing who you're pushing. So sure, I met, Pro Kid was part of that. Kulichana put me on. I wouldn't say he discovered me, but he definitely put me on in terms of his brand and featuring on the song. But when it comes to discovery, I do think the discovery was made at that talent search. And once again, like, it was myself and my team there. So yeah,
Wow. That's
very important, these talent search things. Very important.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
where you actually learn a lot. Eh?
Yeah. I always say, like, artists who didn't struggle, you know the right people, you were born into the right families. The struggle is never really quite the same, and your story is never really the same, and eventually people catch up with it.
Yeah. But coming up for you, how was that?
I'm still coming up.
How has it been so far?
I haven't even reached the pinnacles that I want to reach. It's been tricky, it's been difficult, a time like COVID. Lots of things I've had to go through in the industry. Getting signed to labels, leaving labels, figuring out that I can do things myself. And I'm my happiest. I make so much money now that I'm on my own.
Amen.
I'm able to decide what I wear, who I hang around with, what I speak about, what kind of songs I drop, and I think people can tell that I'm in a very good place. So the come up had been horrible in the beginning because we don't have artist developments in Africa. It's not like a big conversation around how we should handle our money, what you should look for as a brand, what you should be speaking about in your music, which is always about you and how you relate to society. Everything has become this big machine. So it's been really difficult because my whole life I thought that I needed a framework to work from. Like, you can't be Nicki Minaj and Da Bratz at the same time. You have to choose one. Why can't you just be Gigi?
One time.
You know?
One time.
So it has been very tricky. I haven't reached all the pinnacles I plan to reach, but I've got an amazing team. I've got the right kind of energy around me. And people are still gonna, if Questa's story inspired you about how it feels to sit and wait your turn, you haven't seen what's about to happen with Gigi.
I hear you talking about things like financial education. Let's talk a little bit about that. What have you learned about the importance of financial literacy?
Invest. You know, music in itself is an investment. Shooting a music video is an investment. You know, it's very nice that now you've gotten paid for this gig, and you simply want to squander it on whatever. But if I can get my clothes for free, because I'm Gigi, why not, right? And then let me pay for my music video, because that's an actual investment. So I think with a lot of artists, you believe that there's always going to be like free-flowing money, and that's not the case. If you're an artist, no matter where you are, you understand that seasons aren't the same. You know, there's so many artists who have died broke or gone broke because they believed that they were going to be Peach Black Afro forever. And the money was always going to come in. And the story is completely different now. And although I know he's serving time in prison, I think his story could have been very different had he acquired the financial education. And what it does to you psychologically, you know, from making hundreds of thousands in a weekend to making absolutely nothing. So for me, it's about understanding that you're not going to be hot forever. No one wants to see a 40-year-old Gigi unless I turn into plastic. But nobody's trying to see a 40-year-old female rapper unless, like, I look super hot, which I intend to be. But you need to invest. Music is not forever. Your music will live forever, but you're not forever, and it's so important to invest.
All right. Let's talk about your other interest, apart from being a rapper or one of the hottest MCs in South Africa.
Thank you.
Let's talk about your other interests. What other interests are you venturing for out there?
Other interests definitely entail a lot of foundation work. I've worked with the United Nations. I've worked with Global Goals, One Africa. I've worked with quite a few places, and I think that's where my life is going to end. I want to be working with children out in East and West Africa, and just like giving them a lot of what people around me haven't had. I think my biggest, the one person I'm really envious of, bless her soul, may she rest in peace, is Princess Diana.
Okay.
She did a lot of amazing things with the power that she had, and she wasn't born into a rich home. And I want to be able, I think, to do that. Of course, there are other things I'm into. I'm into logistics, transportation. I've got my own kind of lingerie company. underground gang consultations. But like, hello, Mendoza, scary thingy like that.
Yeah.
But I want to help children. I really want my life to eventually take that route.
Okay.
I really am super jealous of Princess Diana. I absolutely hate her. Rest in peace. She was such an amazing person. I'm just so mad I didn't get to meet her. And I hope one day I can look back and think I made so many changes because I was inspired by her story.
So how do you maneuver all the stresses that come with being the hottest female MC in the hip-hop culture?
How do I navigate around the challenges? I do think that I try my best to keep to myself, although I do have industry friends. Keeping to myself, I think, is my biggest superpower.
Yeah.
Keeping to myself and my team. What works for me, those vibes, those energies, that works for me. Yeah.
All right. Maybe one question before we wrap up. You are an independent artist. Briefly tell us about the pros and cons if maybe anyone wants to be independent out there in the Kingdom of Eswatini.
So independence starts with understanding that it's all on you. You know, the like, it's really all on you. You need to find the money to be able to do things. But it's like an investment. Because you know that you're investing your own stuff, you push harder. And there will always be a return on investments when it's like that. When you know that you're relying on yourself, your team, to be able to do whatever you need to do. So the con is that everything is on you. The pro is that you always own everything. It's always yours. Nobody's going to come back and recoup the car or take things from you or ask for their money back because you owe them. And I'm glad I've never been in a position like that. I think I've always been business savvy enough to understand what I should and shouldn't be taking from a record label. And, you know, I own 100% of all my masters. And it feels great that I can go to the grave knowing that there's not some guy who decided to fill out forms on my behalf. And you understand? Like, for me, that would be the scariest thing. So I take that stuff very seriously. And so does my team. I think our biggest strength is that we know everything is on us, so we work super hard for everything to become a reality.
Okay, one last question. I want to put you in the spotlight. I know you're used to the spotlight, but before we started recording, you said you're pretty good with accents. And since you're in the Kingdom of Eswatini,
I can't do it.
there's no...
there's no way. There's no way. Then you're not...
I can't do your
then you're not
accent.
as
At least
good.
try. At least
I don't know, like...
Construct a sentence.
I don't know. I don't know.
What if it's
but you know... No, you have seen guys, ne? Like, it's just... Swatini. And like, it's so beautiful. And from emotion. Like, Swati guys, ne? When Swati men speak, guys, he can be saying, Utote henga, ngikot henga. Like, and it still sounds sexy. Like, I don't know, like, so I've never really practiced it, but I feel like that is a challenge, right? So I'm going to go and learn how to do that. One of the girls in our team is actually Swati, so I'm going to make sure like she teaches me something. But I'm not even going to lie, I can't, because half the time I'm so like amazed. Like, Swati's so beautiful. Like, and I'm telling you, like, Swazi guys, that is your superpower when you come to Joburg. Like, just speak that and talk about the
all the time.
Like, you could be saying absolutely nothing and you're saying everything. Like, girls wouldn't concentrate. And same goes for the ladies. Like, but I will say something very positive. I really love coming here because of the collective energy that you guys exude. Like, you guys are so down to earth. Of course, we've met the odd one or two people that are absolutely horrible. But as a nation, I mean, I don't know. There's just something right you guys are doing. I don't know if these are like, I don't know if you guys are smoking something. I don't know if you guys are like drinking something.
Okay.
We won't tell you our secrets.
You guys are just like extremely like humble and calm, and it's just like good energy and spirits. And I think that's why I love Eswatini so much, because it's consistent. I'm never surprised. Like, I'm surprised at how nice you guys are as a collective.
We appreciate
and I think that's something that we don't talk about enough. Like,
True.
Eswatini, angazi kanti Does the king like discipline people who are not who are not nice?
We're not allowed
Please
to
tell
say.
him I'm looking for another wife. Please tell him I'm willing to be a wife. I promise. I would marry the king, guys.
For real.
I would marry him.
This,
I heard one of his wives,
This information will fall into the right ears.
I
Don't
hope
Bro,
so.
exactly.
I would like to marry King Eswatini.
Wow.
Like, he needs to hit me up. He needs to call me. I'll be wife number whatever. I don't mind. Like, I think he's a very attractive gentleman. And I think he needs a little bit of sass in the royal family.
Oh boy.
So, yes.
Okay.
Call me.
And I
Call
came
me, my
here
king.
thinking
Call
that
me.
One time. Maybe what should your fans expect from you? Anything
Yeah.
you're cooking in the kitchen?
So the album is dropping on the 16th of July. I'm really excited
Boy.
about that. It features Shoma Chozi, Nadia Nakai, Numuzi, Blacklist, Kabomo, Ifi, all the way from Nigeria. People know him from Big Brother Nigeria.
Yeah.
Rosa Ree, she's amazing. She's like one of the biggest artists out in Tanzania. Stanley now from Cameroon. Like, guys, the album is jam-packed. It's crazy.
Can we have a virtual interview before you drop it?
Absolutely. We might be, with everything that's happening in South Africa right now with COVID, we might even have a virtual listening session. I really hope we don't, but we will be streaming it regardless of what happens.
Yeah.
So you guys can also tap into that. And shout out to you guys.
Okay.
Mena.
One
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you so much for
Everything.
the day. It's been a day well spent. And I'm so glad I didn't get those questions, the boring questions.
Oh wow.
It was very
Okay.
different.
But can we play a game real quick right before we leave? Just a quick game.
Okay.
It's called Would You Rather.
Okay.
All right. Okay. First question: would you rather get back with a toxic ex, or sign back to a record label?
Oh.
That is
boy.
not fair.
Oh boy.
That's like, would you rather use the toilet or use the toilet? Would you rather take a dump or take a dump?
I know, right?
No.
But you have to pick one, and there's I
No,
think there's
guys, no.
4 of these.
Okay.
I had some crazy exes, okay?
Hey.
There's this one in particular who was footage of him spying on me.
Oh wow.
I don't know. Okay, maybe the label, but not 360. Can I do that?
Not 360.
So maybe a label, but not 360. I'll just give them PR or something small to do.
Okay.
They can handle my social media.
All
that's
right.
it.
Yeah.
The second one is: would you rather sacrifice your body to save your face, or your face to save your body?
Would I rather sacrifice my body
To save
my
your
face,
face.
or my face to my body? Boy, do you know what this body do?
Hey. What you say now?
What you mean? Talk to me. Talk to
I
me,
don't get
Gigi.
plastic surgery, but I'm definitely saving my body.
Hey.
I just fixed my face.
One time.
I just fixed my face.
Okay, here's another one for you. Would you rather eat a big bowl of rice with chopsticks, or drink a glass of water with a fork?
Chopsticks and rice.
Okay.
Chopsticks and that was quick.
Chopsticks and rice. I use chopsticks. Sushi sometimes, when it falls apart.
All right, here's the big one. Here's the big. You have to be honest with this one.
That's serious.
Would you rather kiss me on a first date, or get married as soon as possible?
I show me Namzan Chum.
One time.
Show me marriage meant with COVID.
Hey yo.
It's
thank you.
COVID. You're
That's a
trying
wrap.
to trap me. He's trying to trap me.
All right,
Hey, yo, we gotta wrap
that's
it
all
up.
we have. That's all we have.
We gotta
now.
wrap it up. We know you're also a presenter somewhere. Should I say the name of the TV
No,
channel?
don't, because I might just get another job.
Okay, but we just
Okay.
wanted you to sign us out.
Sign us up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what do I need to say?
Your outro. What presenters do when they sign
What
out.
do you say when you leave a room?
And guys, welcome to the end of what was an amazing show. I'm still chilling with my boys, Supreme and Melo. It's been absolutely amazing, a day well spent. We ate lots of rice with chopsticks, spoke about toxic exes and record labels. It's your girl Gigi Lamayne, reporting live from Eswatini. It's been a vibe. Check you guys out later.
I told you.
Yes, my sweetie.
But it's hard to me.
Look at that booty, look at that booty, my nigga.
Damn, son, where'd you find that?
What's a big toy? Never win mine out. Don't be crazy on the rest of the imagine that. Let's check out my country. Pussy chemistry flows. That's why he ain't got show. I'm finding that love. I need one of the song. It's a door, but